Welcome to Lanyap, a program about events, issues, and people. I'm Corey Crow. I'm joined today by Evie, Stewart, and Emily Stogner from the City of Monroe. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for being with us today on Lanyap. Good to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Nice to be here.
Good to see both of you again, and it's a big few weeks in Monroe. Lots of events coming up over the next few days. And let's start with this one. It's Halloween, and it's a spooky season here as the days get a little shorter, gets dark a little earlier, and it gets more spooky at night. You've got a big event coming up, Emily, at the Louisiana Purchase Gardens and Zoo. What's happening?
Yeah, so our annual Boo at the Zoo that's put on by the Louisiana Purchase Zoological Society. It's this weekend from 10 to 2. And you can come and bring your kiddos, get them dressed up, and trick or treat. We have vendors and community partners that have come and set up booths, so you can go and look at all of their booths, and they have candy. And we have, of course, costume contests, and they'll have the animals out. And of course, you know, Vanna White is my favorite animal that they bring out.
I don't know.
The gibbon.
I don't know Vanna White.
The gibbon?
No, I haven't met Vanna yet.
Oh my goodness, she is like the queen of the zoo.
We've got one of the zookeepers actually is a volunteer at KEDM, Mark Henderson, and I've been asking Mark, I'm like, Mark, can you bring a monkey to the studio for us just for a little while?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we won't bring a monkey to the studio. It's like, that'd be a bad idea. But Vanna White's going to be there.
Yes, and Maggie, I don't remember what kind of cow she is, but she's so sweet. But of course they'll have, you know, animals out, and then you can go and go through the zoo as well, and all of that, and all of the proceeds from everything, and will go towards the Zoo Society, which of course feeds right back into the zoo. And if you've been any time in the last, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years, and specifically over the last 6 months, I think that you see the progress. Like, we have Pardon Our Progress signs everywhere because we're really investing all of this money back into the zoo because it's such a community staple. And you would be surprised the travel distance that people go to see this zoo. You would be very surprised at that list.
All right, so this is going on when? Saturday at the zoo?
This Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I'm sure there'll be candy, too.
Oh, absolutely. Too much, probably.
All right, let's go from candy to spooky. We've got Evie Stewart with us from the Master Museum. Evie, tell me what's coming up.
Okay, so we have Historic Haunts Partying for Preservation, which is going to be happening on November 2nd from 6 to 9. And this is a collaboration with 3 historically important buildings on the south side of Monroe, and that is the Master Museum of Art, of which I'm the director, the Cooley House, and Leighton Castle.
And all right there within a block of each other.
Exactly, Corey. All right there within a block of each other. So it'll be kind of like a block party feel. The road will be blocked off and things like that. And there's going to be different events happening at each location. So at Leighton Castle, they're going to have haunted tours, which will be very cool. I'm definitely going to go over there and participate in that evening. And then at Cooley House, they're having historic tours. It's a very historically significant home designed by Walter Burley Griffin, excuse me. And then at the Master Museum of Art, we are going to have art vendors. There's going to be music at each location, I should say, as well. At the Master Museum, I know we have Jesse Grinter is going to be our musician. He's a great performer. And we also have our exhibition that is on view right now, which is work by the artist Julie Cruz, who used to be out of Ruston for years, who is now out of Alabama. So you can tour the museum, purchase something from the vendors. There'll be drinks and food and all of the good stuff.
Spooky ghost stories?
Spooky ghost stories definitely at Leighton Castle. Maybe if you're lucky, if you pull me aside at the Master Museum, some spooky ghost stories about the Master Museum.
I don't know. I live right there in that little neighborhood, too. And it is kind of spooky because the river's in the backyard. And,
right.
And
all those trees on the other side of the levee.
All that stuff's been there for like 200-300 years. And it's just a spooky little part of town. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be great. It's going to be really, really fun. And 1920s attire is recommended, I guess I would say. And there's the tickets are on Eventbrite. It's $50 to attend, and there are different add-ons that you can do for each. With a little kind of token from each venue that you can choose. So definitely get on Eventbrite and check it out.
You think that castle is haunted?
Leighton Castle?
Yeah, you think it's
That's what
haunted?
I've heard. That's what I've heard from people who've lived there. I mean, I can't speak, from personal experience. But
Not just giant raccoons
Right.
or something.
spooky raccoons.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on back to Emily for a second. Emily, Media Relations Director with the City of Monroe. City of Monroe is a cool place to be, and one of the reasons it's cool is because of ULM. And ULM's
Absolutely.
winning, and winning solves a lot of problems as it's fun right now.
Yes, it is. And to celebrate that, we're going to bring back our ULM pep rally in downtown Monroe, our city and ULM pep rally that we do. And it will be at the River Market this year on November the 7th. That's a Thursday night. Meet the Teams really starts at 5, but everything else kind of starts at 5:36. We'll have, of course, like face painting. The spirit groups will come out. We actually have local schools, like high schools, coming to participate in it. You'll hear from the coaches. You'll see the team. The Hawk Line will be there. It's going to be a great time. So come out at the River Market on November the 7th. At 5 p.m.
So the Warhawks will go to South Alabama, and then I think we've got to go up to Marshall, and then we come back,
Yeah,
and that's
this
what
is
the
the
week
Texas
of the pep
State.
rally for Texas State.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun to
Yes.
to do that downtown on the river and get a bunch of folks down there. Any special guest we might see at the big pep rally?
Well, of course, I do think the head coach will be there, and so will the mayor, and of course, Ace.
Ace the Warhawk.
Can't forget Ace.
He gets around. To find out more about this and other events, Evie, for folks to find out about the museum, where do they go?
They can go to mastermuseum.org or find us on social media. And for this event we talked about, Eventbrite.
And Emily, for folks to find out about Boo at the Zoo and the pep rally and all the cool stuff
You
happening
can follow
in Monroe.
City of Monroe at Facebook or on Instagram.
There you go. It's Emily Stogner and Evie Stewart talking about a lot of events in Monroe. Find out about this and other events by heading to our website, KEDM.org, and be sure and add your events. Look for them on the KEDM community calendar.